Scotland's NHS was under the microscope today as Health Secretary Alex Neil opened a new £90 million laboratory at the Southern General Hospital in Glasgow. The facilities and technology there will help in research and pioneering treatments, as well as cutting the time it takes to diagnose patients.
This is an exemplar of what the National Health Service is and should be about. This is probably the best laboratory facility of any health service, not just in Scotland or the UK, but in the entirety of Europe. It's employing 750 people of the highest level of skill, and bringing those people together under one roof in itself is going to be a tremendous boost as they share their technology, share their best practice, share their intelligence, and all of that's a big plus for the health and well-being of the people of Glasgow and Clyde.
We have brought 17 different laboratories from across 6 sites onto this. So we have pathology for the whole of Greater Glasgow and Clyde, biochemistry, haematology, genetics and microbiology. And because of those synergies, we have specialists in a wide variety of fields, but we've also got synergies that have allowed us to move to molecular diagnostic divisions, which is a new creation, and I think this is the way that the future of medicine is going to be going, and that testing is going now to be down to the molecular level, which can guide chemotherapy for some of the cancers.
Pharmacy is a very labor-intensive department, and we're dispensing about 10,000 doses a day. There's about 10 or 11 steps between the order being written and the patient getting the medication, sometimes even more.
There's no greater risk that a patient faces in any hospital in this country than a potential of a medication error.
UCSF wants to be at the cutting edge of practice in all areas. And by implementing robotic pharmacy, we will assure that the right patient gets the right medication at the right time.
In October of 2010, UCSF opened this facility at Mission Bay that is our production pharmacy. It is robotic and everything is barcoded.
It gives us the first important step in eliminating the potential for human error.
This process automates and follows the medication all the way from our receipt from the manufacturer to the bedside. Different from the traditional pharmacy, our medications are all stored in boxes inside of this robot. This equipment is able to take bulk medications, a bottle of 100 tablets or 1,000 tablets, and it packages, labels, and stores the medication. And then it picks the medication patient-specific. So we end up with a ring of medications.
So the nurse then can look at the medication and know these are my 9 o'clock meds, these are my 10 o'clock meds. Everything comes together. It's all dependable, predictable, and I'm there to then deliver it to my patient. So this has gone very well. I think nurses are very happy. We are really leading the pack in terms of science and technology on medication management.
On the West Coast, we are certainly the most advanced facility right now.
What is even more amazing is the precision of the machines themselves.
We've acquired 3 IV robots. 2 of them make regular IVs, and 1 actually is for hazardous drugs like chemotherapy. The advantage of the robot over humans is that there's no touching, so there's no possibility of contamination, which is a huge improvement. Our equipment that picks these doses of oral meds and injectable meds is now up about 350,000 doses, where it's not picked a single error.
The beauty of this robotic pharmacy system is that the pharmacist is taken out of that mechanical aspect of pharmacy practice, and they can use their intellect to be sure that the patients at the bedside are getting absolutely the right medicine. So this is a part of creating a safe system.
The medical center and the School of Pharmacy are closely aligned, and so for students it is an opportunity to see where pharmacy is going.
They will see that this is one aspect of technology that will be implemented into patient care.
I think we're fortunate to have a wonderful set of pharmacists here at UCSF that, really do get it in terms of patient care as well.
With medication issues being such a prominent part of every patient's care in the hospital, we thought this was an investment well worth making, and I think that will be proven over the coming years.
Every day that I've had this in here, it's been making money for me. And something that I hadn't thought would happen possibly until the 5th year. But I can tell you that I'll have it paid for in a lot earlier time than that.
We had times when we were doing it the old way without the robot, where we just had a whole lot of scripts stacked up behind us and people waiting, people going away. That doesn't happen anymore. And most people now just stay and wait for their prescriptions.
Marsha and I felt that we needed to do something in our pharmacy to be able to provide the service that we've been trained to provide for the customer. Automation was the way to go, and we're very happy.
When we were originally looking to have a refit done, we were quoted like enormous amounts of money to refit the shop, and what we did was we bought the robot, and then all the rest of the refit we had done by local guys specifying exactly what we had, and it hasn't been a refit that we've had to borrow money for. We still input the data into our dispense system, but the robot controls all the stock and sends it out to wherever we're situated in the pharmacy and dispensing from. Currently it's got more than 1,100 different SKUs in the robot. We've got really good dispensary staff who are able to do all of the robot dispensing.
There's an enormous number of things that I could tell you about. One is expired stock. We don't have expired stock anymore. There are so many benefits that we no longer have to pack shelves, we don't have to put product onto shelves, we don't have to require the mental energy to take product off the shelves. We know that it's going to be accurate when we do dispense the product. We're going to have more contact with the customer. The customer is going to be looked after a lot better, and they'll be able to get more product of S2s, S3s, pharmacy medicines, pharmacist-only medicines that they require and that they need, because we've now got the time to be able to spend with the customer. Other reasons for it is pharmacy's better. The whole pharmacy is run better, it's more efficient. The customer feels that. We've achieved greater market share, but it's been well documented now by other people within the industry, so that's very objective, that if you've got 266 scripts a day, you can warrant having this. The pharmacists that we have some pharmacists have been in the business for a very long period of time. They have told me that it's extended their life in pharmacy.
Well, for me personally, it's accuracy, efficiency and reduction in our energy levels. It's self-learning, it's intuitive, and it's really becomes a very, very friendly dispensing process.
And with those you need about 6 a day. The increase in the sales, particularly of your pharmacy medicine and pharmacist-only medicines, has increased dramatically.
Customers often just say, "Is it ready already?" They can't believe that you've got the prescription done so quickly, and they love it. Customers love the robot.
We liked it so much, we bought the Goldman distribution business.
REMSTAR Video Benchmark Briefings are a series of video presentations illustrating how industry leaders have integrated simple automation to improve their facilities' performance. Aspirus Wausau Hospital Supply Processing and Dispatch Department requires med surgical supplies for their 301-bed, 15 surgical suite facility every moment of the day, 7 days a week. Their challenge? To become more efficient while using less distribution space and decreasing their cost per pick. Their solution? The automated horizontal carousel picking system from REMSTAR.
Our patient's care is our first and highest priority. Having various materials such as everyday support items to critical surgical supplies on hand when the doctors and nurses need them is our department's mission.
The Supply Processing and Dispatch Department's automated system has dramatically impacted the department's ability to service the hospital.
Under the old system, we used to have shelves and carts filled with supplies, and our people would have to walk and search up and down the line to fill the orders. The estimated cost of processing each transaction was roughly 60 cents. Today, using the REMSTAR automated carousel system, the cost is roughly 7 cents. That's a savings of over 88% per transaction.
The previous manual system had allowed 10,000 items to be processed per month. The new system has 21,000 items being processed per month with 0 errors.
The Supply Processing and Dispatch Department's manual picking system would average 36 errors per month. Today, the carousel system has helped us hit 0 errors.
Pallets and cases of goods are received at an off-site warehouse. When supplies are needed for the REMSTAR carousels, they are sent to Aspirus Wausau Hospital receiving dock for distribution to the Supply Processing and Dispatch Department. Inventory is buffered and staged on the replenishment side of the carousels so as not to interrupt the picking flow. Items are picked from the opposite side of the carousels and then distributed to their appropriate departments and operating rooms. A pod or workstation of 4 horizontal carousels with pick light towers and fast pick inventory management software helps drive the supply distribution and has saved over 75% of the previously required floor space. The carousels hold 2,296 different types of medical supplies or SKUs for the surgical departments and other inpatient units. This translates to a quantity of inventory on the carousels that is over 254,000 items. Approximately 99% of the orders are processed through the carousel system. The system operates 24/7 to meet the constant needs of the hospital. The picking area is sterile and requires all operators to wear appropriate hair and gown attire. For order picking, orders are entered into the FastPick software terminal. The carousels spin via the shortest path to present the proper bin to the operator. The pick light tower indicates the shelf level, the cell, and the correct quantity to pick. The operator makes the pick and confirms the transaction by hitting the Task Complete button on the floor. While the operator is picking from one bin, the other bins are pre-positioning for the next pick. Once the Task Complete button has been hit, the next pick light tower is activated, directing the operator to the next pick. This round-robin method of picking from the carousels is repeated until the order and wave of orders are completed. As items are picked, they are placed in that order's tote in the front of the system. Completed orders are then placed on the cart for delivery. The majority of picking consists of batch picking up to 7 orders simultaneously with 10 to 30 items per order. A stat pick occurs when there is an immediate need within the facility for an item or items. When this occurs, the current batch picking is paused, and the stat pick is retrieved from the carousel system and delivered to the requesting department immediately. Once the stat pick is taken care of, the batch picking resumes where it left off.
Well, every item had multiple names, which made manually searching for the items extremely difficult. With REMSTAR's FastPick software, it allowed SKU numbers plus alias names for each piece of inventory, making items very easy for the operators to find. The Rimstar automated carousel system has helped our supply processing and dispatch department not only step up its capacity, but increase its efficiencies. So for us at Aspirus Wausau Hospital, we're making sure that we're meeting and exceeding our growing community's needs.
We hope you enjoyed this